Yo, welcome back to TD Takes. Jon Jones retired. NFL pressure's heating up. NBA injuries piling up. And we've got a wild would you rather. Let's get into it. How you doing, Joe?
Oh, man. It has been a weekend, that's for sure.
It's freaking hot.
Ready for this week to get through. Son's birthday's on Wednesday. I'm excited. He turns 1. Awesome.
Ooh, excuse me. That's awesome, man. 365.
Yeah.
Turns 1. Wow. We might have to have a birthday episode, but dang, that's crazy, man. 1 year old. Congratulations, bro.
It's awesome. So excited for that. And, outside of that, it's been
Got the other
hot,
two
like you
brakes
said.
fixed.
Yeah, I did. I finished the brakes on the truck, took off the little step that I had, because that was just always in the way and always getting me dirty. So that's what happens when you lift your truck. But anywho's, how about yourself? How's the baby boy doing?
Team no sleep over here, man. Just trying to do everything we can to get some sleep and running shifts and things like that. I'm just glad that work gives me a month off, you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
if they didn't, man, I could actually get 12 weeks off, but only 4 paid. So I only took 4, but we'll see.
Exactly.
Other than that, man, I'm ready for this heat to go away. We got a weather check for you real quick. Weather check. It is currently 10:40 at night in Elkhart, Indiana, and it is 81 degrees. I need to get a freaking like boiling emote.
That's no good.
81 degrees. It is going to be 75, and then the sun's back up. So my AC will be working overtime.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, I think it's the last hot day, and then we kind of got normal days. But man,
yeah, that's rough. Stays
I'm
hot,
excited
stays
for
humid
that,
over
man.
there.
I'm excited for that to go away. Then, other than that, man, we'll talk about the rest in the intro. But I just wanted to welcome Joe, everybody, to the Ultra Gang. You know what it is, Ultra Gang.
Hey, yes, sir.
And got
You
a
already know.
couple sweet products today from Verizon.
Free.
For free, upgraded his equipment. You know, we're
Let's go ahead and do NBA, and then we can do let's start with that one. We'll start. That's
I'm going to start with, okay.
Yeah. Start with
All right, we're going to go ahead and start with big MMA news. Jon Jones retired over the weekend. End of the era.
The belt.
Yep, he gave up the belt to one of the most annoying guys ever, Aspinall, who just is
Thinks he's just the toughest.
Thinks he's just the toughest guy ever, and calling them a duck and all this crap. But 27-0. Well, he did have that one loss by DQ, but it was overturned, I'm pretty sure. Youngest UFC champion, 23 years old. I mean, held the lightweight champion, light heavyweight division down for what? A decade.
Oh, yeah.
Undefeated, multiple title defenses, I think 11 or 12 title defenses, 2-weight division champion. Just a powerhouse. What makes me mad, dude, is all these fair weather fans who don't even know anything about MMA, who just started recently watching probably 5 to 10 years ago. Just are like, oh my God, he's a duck, this and that. Granted, he did hold the division up for a little bit, but dude, when you're basically got the UFC to where it's at, you can do that. People want to say GSP is great, but he's not the greatest of all time, bro. He only elevated the UFC to where it was. Look where it is now because of Jon Jones, because of all these other fighters, but mainly because of Jon Jones.
Even ESPN came out and said Jon Jones' MMA resume is not ruined by not fighting Tom Aspinall. No. It does not do anything for him. For Jon Jones, did not earn the right to fight Jon Jones. That's just how it was.
I think Cyril Gane is going to fight for the light heavyweight title against Tom Aspinall, and we'll see what happens. But just wanted to let you guys know on the Jon Jones retiring. It's great news for him. Sad news for for fans, but also I've been a fan of his since he started, so it's good. It's great. Wish him the best over here. We're gonna go ahead and transition into some NBA news, man. Some big NBA news. Some big news happened. Big game last night.
What happened? What was the game?
We'll get to that game here in a second.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Over the weekend. Let's see here. Let me pull it up. We'll get to that in a second. But over the weekend, Kevin Durant traded to the Rockets. Here he goes, man. Journeyman. Journeyman, he's got a ring. But
the
Phoenix Suns have sent KD to the Houston Rockets in exchange for Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, the number 10 pick in the 2025 NBA draft, and 5 second rounders. Hey, Dylan Brooks is going to what?
Back to Houston.
Phoenix.
Yeah, he's going. Yeah, he's leaving Houston. Sorry, to go to Phoenix. But
the
Jalen
official
Green
paperwork locks in and started a new.
That's gonna be
July
big.
6th. The new league year. Wow, man. I don't really know, man. I don't really know. This doesn't good for KD, I guess.
And then I did want to throw out a little side rumor, side trade rumors.
Well, it says KD reportedly preferred San Antonio or Miami and ruled out Minnesota. That's kind of crazy. Reportedly, if he ruled out Minnesota to go ball with Anthony Edwards, that's kind of crazy, bro. And so he wanted to go to the Spurs or Miami.
Not Towns. Rudy Gobert, huh?
Nah, homie, you're headed to Houston. Durant learned of the deal in real time during it. Oh yeah, he was at the Fanatic Fest event. If you guys haven't seen that video, go check that video out. Kevin Durant literally reacts to it live. He said, "We're gonna see, man. We're gonna see." Houston, I guess Houston was already one of KD's top 3 destinations, and he played a key role in landing there. We'll see. We'll see how it handles. In the meantime, OKC's taking that free throw championship back to OKC, whatever. Yeah, I'll let you handle the next one.
NBA trade rumor talks of the Houston Rockets could be acquiring Giannis.
Who?
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Who's going to acquire them? Who's trying to acquire
Rockets to go play with to go play with KD? Yeah, that's we'll see. It's news. It's rumor. It's a rumor. It's a rumor. We don't know what's happening with him. You know, there's a lot of stuff up in the air over there in that organization. But we'll go ahead and cover Finals Game 7 now, Mister. What you got to say over there?
It was a good finals. I really liked how the no team. I was talking with my dad like last night about this. How no team went. You know, there was no team that won 2 in a row. It was always back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, all the way to Game 7. And I personally believe Game 7 would have been a lot like magical. Probably would have came down to a buzzer beater once again if the legendary Grim Reaper Achilles Terror didn't show up. And I'm pretty sure he tore his Achilles because it popped like Kevin Durant, it popped like Damian Lillard, it popped like Jason Tatum. The Achilles is it happens in the NFL,
craziest
but
thing is
it's the ACL.
3 of those players that he just named all happened in this finals, and all 3 of them wore the number 0.
Achilles Gate, bro. What's going on? Yeah, I feel bad for Halliburton, bro. He was like sad. He's crying right there. His dad was there. First quarter, he had like 9 points, something like that. He was popping off crazy. He was about to go crazy. 40-point game, probably.
That is probably the most utterly disappointing thing that could ever happen to you. And like that's your career. This is like big time, big screen. That's a lifetime.
Because Achilles tears take a while to come back from.
But in the NBA Finals Game 7, like where you could have been the denominator of the win or not.
Yeah, you can tell the
team not saying that you're not saying that you put the team on his back, but at the same time, you said before the episode, while the game was on, the team all said, what should they do? Oh, I got you. We're about to put you on our back now.
Yeah.
But they did.
Yeah, they should have won the game for him, but they couldn't. They're depleted.
But yeah, so
we're going to go ahead and held with them until like the end of the third, and then it just got nasty.
Cover TD Takes bet line. Because, second bet over here that I won. And that's what we do here.
No, that first one don't count.
I know, but check it out.
That's all right, man. That's all right. Hey, when's the next bet? When's the next bet coming up? Probably NFL. You don't want that smoke.
We're about to find out.
Fluky bet, only lost because of an injury. So going forward, if injuries happen, the bets are still there.
Yeah.
I'm down 50, but I will at the end of this be up 1,000.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I'm talking super loud of my kids asleep back here.
Don't get smacked.
But on that same note of torn Achilles, do you guys think 80 plus games in the NBA is too much of a workload for NBA players? I personally do. I think they can.
And if you look at it, what player is playing the full 80 games?
Maybe
they're
like
sitting
rookies that are super young,
where they're missing out at least a game.
Yeah.
So
I believe the game should be about 65 games.
Yeah, why don't we make it a little less and then up the antes a little bit in the finals? You know what I'm saying? Let's go down to best of 3. Win 2, you're done.
Nah. Keep it 7. Keep it 7, but just make the season
I'm
like
just
the
kidding.
seasons. It's almost like MLB, but MLB is not as physical as the NBA. You're literally running up and down the court constantly in the NBA. In the MLB, you're running bases at one point, or you're running to go get the ball. Yeah. And at that point, it's 1 or 2 guys doing it, maybe 3 or 4 with cutoffs, things like that. But at the NBA, all 5 players are running the court. You got LeBron playing 60 minutes. All these other guys playing 60 minutes, 80 games. Ooh, on your bones and stuff like that, man. I personally think 80 games is too much. Yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for the NBA category. We're gonna go ahead and dive into the NFL.
Big time news in the NFL. We're gonna cover quite a few topics here as we get, we're less than 40 days away from the NFL season. Things are about to start getting real. The preseason games are getting ready to start happening. We're gonna start doing regular bets. We're gonna be covering quite a bit come NFL season, guys. That's gonna be our go-to time of the year. But yeah, we're gonna cover Sunday night football, Monday night football, all of Sunday's football, and of course Thursday night football. We're gonna be covering bets before and after for our parlays that we make. We're gonna be covering fantasy players, points, keeps, get rid ofs throughout the season, trades, all kinds of stuff. So we hope you guys look forward to that as much as we are.
Rock with us, man. Rock with us.
Yeah. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into it. First up, most active passing touchdowns in the NFL currently. Number 1, Aaron Rodgers with 503. Number 2, Matthew Stafford with 377. Number 3, Russell Wilson with 350. Number 4,
Russell Wilson.
Man.
Russell Wilson. Ooh.
Yeah.
Number 4. Who's number 4?
This quarterback for the Falcons. Matt Ryan. Yeah. 288. Number 5, Joe Flacco, 257. Number 6, it's got to be Sam Darnold, 253. Number 7, Patrick Mahomes, 245. Number 8, Jared Goff, 222. Number 9, everybody's most hated quarterback, Dak Prescott with 213. Number 10, Josh Allen with 195.
And that's current. That's what? Most active passing touchdown?
Yeah, exactly.
And Josh Allen was at what?
195.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts has only thrown 85 touchdowns, passing touchdowns. But I think Josh Allen's been in the league longer, hasn't he? A year longer? A year too long?
It's got to be something like that. I think he came in like 2018, didn't he? 2017.
Dang, that's pretty good feats. Patrick Mahomes is up there. I heard Jared Goff out there.
Yeah. Next up, A.J. Brown was ranked the number 1 wide receiver going into the 2025 NFL season by PFF rankings. Do you agree? Do you disagree with this ranking? Tell us why and why not in the comments. And let's hear your thoughts, brother.
100% agree.
You agree with that, but in the other episodes you were calling him a crybaby.
I mean, he was a drama queen last year, but
he's out here. What's he doing? What's he doing to prove that he's number 1? He ain't putting up more yards or touchdowns.
Everybody is. Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase were having their little spouts. I think he's talking about going into this year. I think going into this year, A.J. Brown is going to be the number 1 wide receiver, and he's just going to solidify his status as why he's the best wide receiver in the league. He literally is the biggest wide receiver he can take. He has
if he gets the ball thrown to him.
Yeah, it's all going to depend on if he gets the.
And I'm Jalen Hurts can throw the ball to him.
And I'm predicting that he will.
And it ain't going to be on the Denver defense. I'll tell you that much.
And I'm obviously
zone.
Well, I'm obviously not the only one predicting that he'll go crazy because PFF got him number 1. Who's number 2 on it? Did they have what? Jamar Chase?
I didn't see.
That's all right. Well, where do you put AJ Brown?
I definitely see him as a top 5 for sure. 100% top 5. But with his production last year, is there another wide receiver that I think is better than him? Yes.
His production last year was low.
And you think I'm talking consecutive seasons, consecutive years, with multiple touchdowns, things like that. He's doing everything, which is why he's top 5.
Well, as far as the best wide receiver duo in the league, I think we have that. I think A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith are the best duo.
I want to say, they are up there. But
Them
they're not
and
the best.
Higgins and
I was gonna say,
no, they're not. I think
Higgins
I think Devontae is better than Higgins, and I think AJ Brown and Jamar Chase could go either way for both of them. But as far as the bigger and stronger
Jamar
back,
Chase
who I
is
want
better, unfortunately. I think he's the number one. And Justin Jefferson definitely is above AJ Brown in my opinion. Both of them.
AJ Brown,
which is why I say AJ Brown's top 5 for sure.
You want to get that bet book out? You want to get that bet book out?
And then where are you going to put CeeDee Lamb?
Like 8 or 9? He's trash. CeeDee Lamb sucks.
Dang, just because he doesn't have a quarterback to help him produce it. You got to put some respect on these things.
If you want to get that bet book out, we can predict who's number one. Who do you think is going to be number one wide receiver? Jamar Chase?
At the end of the season.
Yep. AJ Brown will be.
Hold on. Give me 1 second. I want to look something up real quick.
Yeah, you better get on Google Maps. All right. This man's got to look some stuff up, and I'm already over here holding it down for the Eagles.
So the Bengals have the 14th most difficult schedule in the league.
And we have the 4th hardest schedule in the league. That's light work.
I think Jamar Chase is definitely. But now check it out. So let's see. Justin Jefferson. It's going to be a race between them.
Justin Jefferson has a sorry quarterback. Well, not a sorry quarterback, but he hasn't been proven yet. Has not been proven yet, my boy. You looking up his strength of schedule?
See here. They are the 5th hardest. So, yeah, definitely Jamar Chase is going over both of you guys. So I'll say Jamar Chase. But see, that's the thing, because something can happen like, something like Joe Burrow getting hurt, and then he's not getting the same act.
Same with the Eagles. Jalen Hurts runs more than Joe Burrow. Jalen Hurts is statistically more likely to get hurt than Joe Burrow.
All right, how much we want to put on it?
Put 100 on it.
Okay.
And if nobody gets it right, if it goes to a different one, say it goes to Justin Jefferson, then nobody gets it. But I think AJ's getting this shit. It might even be AJ and freaking Devontae. We might be the back-to-back.
Crazy. Send that look. I'm gonna go ahead and cross out this one. Paid.
Because don't even forget who Randy Moss passed Surtain on like his rookie year. Devontae. You know what it is. Surtain's good until he runs.
You think I'm worried about that?
All right. Yeah.
Guess who else we got now? Johnny Berry, Riley Moss, another boss safeties. Man, you are in for a rude awakening.
Bro, they're about to get hit by a big old wide receiver, bro.
How about we ask the fans? Are the Denver Broncos defense one to be reckoned with? Are they a top 5? Are they the number 1? Are they going to be that all season? Let's hear your thoughts in the comments. Let me know. As a Bronco fan, I definitely think we're underlooked at the moment, and we got something to prove. And there's a reason we have the reigning defensive player of the year on our team. So let's just go ahead and put that out there. He's only going to have better chances of doing better because he has more help. Come on now. So let's see.
He's gonna need all the help
Next
he can
up, did the Ravens upgrade to the number 1 defense in the league?
I wouldn't say number 1 defense. I wouldn't say number 1 defense in the league, but I would definitely say number 1 defense in the AFC.
Okay, so then here we go. See, like I said, we're gonna find out what goes on there.
That was that missing piece they needed. If Lamar can get his connections, his interceptions down in the playoffs, and if Mark Andrews and all these guys can get their drops under control, man. Now the Ravens defense can just lock it up. Or vice versa. If Lamar throws an interception, well, now he can kind of rely more on his defense to get the ball back for him. Because, man, they were getting just straight toasted.
You want to cover yours, and then we can do the last topic for me before we move on.
Yeah. On the next subject, we got the top 3 QBs with the most pressure this season going into this NFL season. I can give you my top 3. Lamar Jackson being one of them. He's definitely, with this contract he got and all this stuff, he's definitely
the most pressure to prove themselves.
Yeah, pressure to prove themselves. Lamar
Jackson 1,000%.
Lamar Jackson 1,000%. He's gotta at least get to the AFC Championship game.
Josh Allen is another 1 of them.
If
we're really talking unbiased opinions here, I want the Broncos to be in the Super Bowl. Obviously, unbiased opinion. The fight should fucking be the freaking Ravens and the Bills, or something in that era. For the
I think honestly, the AFC is really good. The Chargers, Texans. I think there's a lot of teams that can compete.
I'm telling you, the AFC is a lot better than the NFC. We got more teams. It's tougher.
No, I'm not saying all that. That's crazy. But I think the top 3, I think QBs are Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, and I'm gonna go ahead and say it, bro. The third I'd say is Jared Goff. I think Jared Goff he's got a lot of pressure to prove.
Yeah, I agree.
He's got to prove it, man. You've been on so many championship caliber teams, the Rams, you had Aaron Donald, you had all these guys, and now you're at the Lions, who are freaking stacked. They got healthy this offseason. Hopefully, it's time for you to lock in, take control of that team, and lock in. Those are my top 3 quarterbacks with the most pressure.
I'm going to agree with you 100%. I like that.
I can't think of another quarterback who's got a lot of pressure.
You could throw in there like somebody like Kyler Murray, Tua, coming up on their contracts.
But they don't really. But we don't really expect that. But we don't really expect nothing from them. We don't. I mean, I guess we.
Their team does. That's why they're a franchise quarterback. They didn't get signed to these long-term deals to not be competing and to be out every single season for injury because you're stupid running with your head first as a quarterback. That's just plain stupidity. Should not be doing that. So
you're right. I'd say Tua.
Are you even going to get is Tua even going to get re-signed in the NFL anywhere after his contract up? Are they going to re-sign him? Is any team going to sign him if he gets released? Let's be realistic. I don't think so. Next up is Kyler Murray. Where's his production? They just got you last year the number 1 wide receiver in the NFL draft with Marvin Harrison Jr. And you're sitting here telling me that you still didn't produce with him, man, and he's out here balling for you. You have James Conner, a running back that has done everything for you guys year after year. It's not like you don't have the pieces. You got a tight end. You've had one. You had Zach Ertz. You got
to get it done. Yep, you got to get it done. Look at Jaden Daniels. Comes in his
those are some honorable mentions.
Look at Jaden Daniels. He comes in his rookie year. And gets to the NFC Championship game. 1 game away from the Super Bowl.
First year in, goes to the playoffs.
Yep.
Turning around the Broncos' decade-year drought. So
got to do it. Quarterback got to put the team on his back. Team needs you. Come to the treehouse. Team needs
you. Shout out to the longest yard. One of the
longest yard, man. Longest yard.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. You already know. You already know what it is. Shout out Broken Fingers. Don't do it.
Yeah, it's not painted. It's broken.
Last up on NFL news, Travis Hunter officially signed his 4-year rookie deal.
Crazy
making him absolutely paid. It's just history. So 4-year, $46.65 million fully guaranteed deal with a record-breaking $30.57 million bonus paid up front. He signed not only as a wide receiver for the Jaguars, but as a DB as well to the Jaguars organization, officially signed to both positions, meaning he will be playing both sides of the ball. Let's see what he can do. They might see something that he can do it. T don't believe in him.
Nope.
So we're going to find out. So we're really going to find out.
What his deal does is basically resets the rookie pay expectations. Top 2 picks now in the draft are pulling near $50 million guaranteed.
Yeah.
So now you now these NFL teams got to worry about signing these rookies who have never even touched an NFL football yet, and they got to risk.
But that's the thing. They've been doing that.
But
they've been doing that. Go look at these. Look at the quarterbacks. Look at this. Anybody that's top 5 picks are getting this much money. It's just how they're getting it. He's getting bigger stuff.
This makes Travis Hunter the first non-QB not drafted number 1 to get a full signing bonus up front. So everybody else is
that's what I'm saying. He's out here doing both positions. He's proved himself on both sides of the ball, and he's signed on both. So I think he's sitting here saying, "Hey, I've proven to you that enough that you want to sign me."
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Proven enough in practices and things like that.
It's not like they don't have stars over there. And he's playing against a quarterback. That's another honorable mention. Trevor Lawrence, you're getting paid to do shit too. And what are you doing? You're a Clemson freaking Heisman winner, and you're not. What are you doing in the NFL?
You're telling me Travis Hunter is going to be just as good a DB as Pat Surtain, and going to be going up against Pat Surtain on offense, and still being able to.
He's going to be number 5, number 6, number 10. I didn't, but how many DBs are in the league?
32. Well, actually, no, 60
times 4.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Four of your backups and shit.
Yeah.
There's at least 120 DBs in the league. No, I'm just kidding. That's probably very over exaggerated, but we're at least thinking 60 DBs in the league, and I'm thinking he's a top 20. And if you have a top 20 DB on your team, it's better than a top 60.
But what I'm saying is to be able to go and play. Like, let me give you a scenario.
I know what you're saying. I'm not saying that.
Let me give him a scenario. Let me give him a scenario. The Jaguars stop a team. The Jaguars are playing Denver, the Denver Broncos. they stop you guys punt. Boom. They stop you for 3 and out. You guys punt and pin them on the 1. Boom. Jacksonville gets pinned on the 1. Okay. Jacksonville drives, 9-yard drive, touchdown.
He's not in every single play.
17 plays.
Never is a wide receiver in and every single play.
I know. But let's just say, he caught 5 or 6 passes, 17 play drive, 11 minutes it took them to do. Back on defense, running up against.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. He is not in every
running
play.
Up against. Who's your wide receivers? Who's your wide receivers though? Who's your best wide receiver?
Oh, we've got Cortland Sutton, Marvin Mims.
Running,
we've got,
going up against Marvin Mims, who literally that whole 11-minute drive was just fresh on the sideline, warming up. He's now fresh legs coming in, and you're telling me
he's a deep ball threat.
And you're telling me
he's going down the field 90.
Has to come out and guard that.
But that's what I'm trying to tell you, though. But that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Bo Nix will go over the top every time.
He's not in that whole 11 minutes on offense.
No, but he will get tired. Is what I'm saying.
I bet you he's in for a minute and a half. Because I guarantee you he's not the number 1 wide receiver on the team. I bet you he's probably wide receiver 3. But that's still good. You're not going to be a starting. You're not the number 1 wide receiver right off the bat and the number 1 DB right off the bat. But being wide receiver number 3, which means you're getting majority of the reps. You're getting half the reps. You're splitting it with the 1s and 2s, right? So you're getting majority of the reps at wide receiver, but you're not in for the entire 4-minute offensive drill.
He's playing the slot or something.
Then you're going into the DB position where you're still rotating in and out because that's what they do to keep legs fresh, keep players fresh. If you're not that player, if you're not Patrick Surtain caliber player, people are rotating at that DB. You know what I'm saying? If you're not that caliber. So
all I know is if you ask Tom Brady, if you ask these veteran quarterbacks who they're targeting as,
they're gonna 100% target.
They're going after Travis Hunter. They're going after him.
If he can't hang, he's getting taken out.
We'll find out. See if he can compete with Defensive Player of the Year. His base salary is year 1, he's getting $840,000. Year 2, he's getting $2.96 million. Year 3 starts to kick in $5 million. Year 4, he's getting $7.2 million. And that's if he doesn't have a crazy year. Like he could get
bonuses.
Imagine him being, dude, this is probably not going to happen, but imagine him leading the league in wide receiver yards, getting Offensive Player of the Year, and then leading the league in interceptions and getting Defensive Player of the Year. And he's the first player ever to get Offensive Player of the Year and Defensive Player of the Year. His contract will be fucking, dude, he'll get like a 2-year or, like a 5 or 6 year, $2.7 billion. But yeah, man, I think Travis Hunter's got a lot to prove, and we'll see. Obviously the Jacksonville Jaguars believe in him. They're seeing something that we haven't. We don't see him at OTAs. We don't see him at minicamp. We don't see him on the offseason. You know what I mean? All we saw was him.
We don't know how he's learning the playbook, how he's adjusting to the offense, how he's adjusting to the defense, play calls, being able to handle all that, which is also another thing. All we saw was
him play once a week.
This is huge in the NFL. You have to have the mindset to learn, to be able to learn. These coaches, you see their playbooks. It is not this little itty bitty high school thing where you used to have a little wristband with 20 plays on it, or in college where they might have 50, 100 plays. No, this is NFL. They have hundreds of plays on offense, hundreds of plays on defense, and they are going to run everything that they can, throw everything that they can at the offense or at the defense of the other team.
Yeah.
But yeah, that concludes our NFL topic for the night. TD takes NFL updates. You know what it is.
Yep. Well, real quick, you can expect the Jacksonville Jaguars to play week 1, a home game. Let's see, against the Carolina Panthers. So we'll see. You got Bryce Young versus Travis Hunter.
And
so it's a good game. That's a good team to go against as your first game. Open it up and versus going against a team like the Bengals. You know what I mean? Where you get
that's true. Yeah, very true.
So good opener. It's a home game, 1:00. See what you can do. Jaguars opened as a 2.5 point favorite. So Jags are favored to win that game. We'll see. Also, Travis Hunter's got to stay healthy. Healthy ski too.
Very true.
Yeah. We hopping into this. Would you rather segment or what?
Yep. Last up. Would you rather? TD takes would you rather segment. All right. So, would you rather?
This goes both ways.
Yep. Would you rather let me let you die by a snake bite in an undisclosed location? Could be anywhere. We don't know yet. Could be hand, could be ass cheek, could be, we don't know yet. Could be your big toe under a nasty sock in a sweaty boot all day. All kinds of things are happening right now. We don't know. We're not going to say it. We're not trying to be all crazy gross, but there are other things by saying undisclosed location. We want to make that out there. We are family friendly. Anywho's, are you saving my life by sucking the venom out? Or are you letting me die? My brother, I ain't letting you die. We out in the freaking desert for one. Do you think I'm about to survive by myself while we're trying to get back? Come on, we don't need each other.
Yeah, bro. I'd probably do the same, especially these rattlesnakes, man. They out here biting you. Hopefully you get bite. Hopefully you get bitten. You're somewhere you can get yourself. But, imagine it being like on some funny shit. Imagine it being the back of your neck.
Oh, you're just sleeping, bro, and it's just
but your homies basically got to give you a hickey on the back of your. But yeah, undisclosed location. That's funny. Would you rather? Let us know what you guys would do in that situation.
Yeah.
Use it with your friend. Use it with your brother. Use it whatever. We appreciate you guys sticking around with us tonight. This is a pretty solid episode.
Thank you very much. We look forward to the next episode here in the next couple of days for you guys. And yeah, TD takes out.
TD takes out.